Hello, 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 my art friends. How are you this wonderful gray morning? Here it is gray, it is cloudy, it actually is starting to look misty. I think it's going to be a rainy day. I think it's going to be a thunderstorm day. Oh, goody, 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 because I love me some rain. I love a rainy day. Oh, but anyways, we are starting a new watercolor exercise book. I have so many. I never know which ones to do. And when I got this, I was like, should I do this during the seasons? And I'm like, it's so impossible to keep to a schedule. So I just decided to do this as is, page by page, as I go, like I do with my other books. I like to do at least during the week. I like to start my morning with at least one watercolor exercise. If I like it, I'll do it many times, that one exercise, or if it's a short one, I might move on to another one in the book, but I don't do a lot. I don't do like 3 in a row or something like that, because I like to just start my morning with a night, just get my juices flowing with this watercolor exercise, and then move on to maybe tutorials or more art, or more involved art, and it just gets my day going. I never know what I'm gonna do. I don't schedule anything except every Thursday is at noon is my sketchbook school live on YouTube. I will never miss that because it is the most fun. I'm telling you, it is just one of the most fun, free, live drawing classes or what have you that I just absolutely love. I like to do Mondays with Laura, and oh my goodness, I forgot her, Laura Gastinger. She does a free live on Instagram every Monday morning at 11 a.m. Eastern time, and that's fun to watch. It's mainly, it's just nature journaling, but just watching her draw is so much fun. But those are the only things I really schedule. The rest, just whatever happens, whatever I feel like doing. Enough chit chat. Let's take a look at this. So this is A Year of Watercolor by Harriet De Winton, and this book also is just beautiful. It's very nicely made, This is a nice thick cardboard. And we've done the introductions, and we have moved into, you're gonna like this one. You're gonna see all the painting techniques. Yes, we did those. And when I do these now, as you know from my other videos, I have moved on to making sure that I do these exercises in really good watercolor paper. The big exercises, yes, but like when I do these, practicing petals, practicing brush strokes and things like that, I still use my other sketchbook that is not the really good watercolor paper. I figured you don't really need it for this kind of stuff, but you still do these exercises, these brush stroke exercises, petals, leaves. So I did do that. Really good information in here too. So this is just as good as doing when we created pebbles and stuff like that, or creating planets. This is kind of like the same type of thing. So we're gonna do bird's nest eggs, and it tells you what colors to use and how to do the outlines and that. So we're gonna do that today. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun. So let me just grab a bulldog clip here just to hold this down, and we will start our bird's nest eggs. Let me see. And I did a review and a sketchbook tour of Painting Calm. Look for that video. Where are we now? We are going to start here. You know what? Let me. I like to put this on a stand. I like to put my books on a stand so that I can see it better. I got this for like $6 on Amazon. Let me tell you, it's the best tool. It's one of the best tools. I might get another one because I like to do, I like to put my sketchbooks on stuff like this too. Right there, now I can really see and read. Move my little, this is wolf's hair. Isn't that interesting? This is little Wolfie. I got this from my bird moss book. Bird moss. It's a subscription where they send you trinkets. Okay, so let's do this. I just want this to be able to be put in focus. And of course, if we're going to be doing bird's nest eggs, we've got to use our Daniel Smith's granulating, of course. So let me just get everything. Where can I put stuff? Wolfie, you're going to have to move over here where I can easily. There we go. So, let's get started, shall we? Okay, so I've got everything all set up here. Cover that. And another thing I've noticed in my, as I've been going along, I use too much water. And another thing that I notice is like when I dip my paintbrush in the water, I get drips of water here. So I have learned to take some water and just put it in a pool here, so that if I need like just a tiny dip of water, I can dip into it here and not get those drips of water on here. So we're gonna do that. So the first egg is it's a dilution of, let's see, what color are we using? Payne's Gray, Cobalt Turquoise, Payne's Gray, and Burnt Sienna. Let's see, Cobalt Turquoise, which is this. Let's mix that up. Cobalt Turquoise. See, this is where I get too much water on, is when I'm switching colors. Cobalt Turquoise, little Payne's Gray. And then we just really, really water that down. And we'll just do an egg circle. I don't know how big we want to do these. And I don't know how much pigment we should have. This is really watered down. And then clean your brush and just pull that color now into the middle. I don't know if we're doing wet on wet. I really should have read these. I was reading them, but just pull that in, and now I just want just a touch of water because we want the middle to be kind of whitish. Oh, this looks so nice. A little bit more, just a touch more water. Yes, there we go. Oh, that's pretty. That's pretty. And maybe a little bit more cobalt. Ooh, just a little bit more here on the ends. Cleaning off with the brush a little bit. This is what I love to do, and just kind of smush that color in. And then while it's still a little bit wet, so we did Cobalt Turquoise, a little Payne's Gray, and now we're going to do Burnt Sienna. Let me clean that off. A little Burnt Sienna. And that's where we're going to do the while it's still a little wet. Oops, teeny tiny. You know what? This brush is too big. Let's do these are my new favorites, is the Silver Black Velvets. Let's do this little one, the number 2. And then some burnt sienna. So we can make these a little bit smaller, and that's okay. Every little bit. Oh, this might have dried already, so that's okay. We're still gonna do. Let me see if we could just, I don't want to mess this up, but if we just add just a little bit of water. Because we want these to semi-bloom, right? I don't want to add too much water to dilute. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Burnt sienna. Do some dots. There we go. Oh, that's really pretty. Let's just do a little bit. Ooh. Let's mix a little burnt sienna. Or maybe let's try some, I want to try some raw umber. I want a little bit, just a little bit darker. Okay, yes, yes. That's kind of what I was looking, kind of what the color that's on the book, but here we go. Look at our egg. This is better than coloring Easter eggs, I'm telling you. And then we'll do some tiny lines up here. Or, I'm sorry, tiny dots up here. Love this egg. All right, we're spending a lot of time on this egg, but that's okay. See, this is so thin, it's not really making dots, but that's okay because eggs in real life are not, you know, perfect. Beautiful. So now I want this to dry a little bit. So we did use a little burnt umber. And just a little bit of burnt sienna. Yep. Very nice, very nice. So our next egg is going to be a Chaffinch egg, which is a diluted mix of cobalt turquoise, Payne's gray, which we already have here, and burnt sienna again. But let's see. Let's add some more water because it's not really the same, is it? Almost. Burnt sienna, let's just put a little burnt sienna. There we go. Because it's not the same color as this one here. So we'll do our usual. Let's do this Chaffinch egg. Yeah, I wanted this egg to be just a little bit different color. It's a very weird looking shaped egg. I'm trying to make it eggy. And then clear that out. We get some water and make it really pull that in there. There we go. Oh, too much water, huh? Here. Let's do that like this way. And this has alizarin crimson. Ooh, let's do some of that here. Oh yeah, I like it with the more grayish tone. Really pretty. And that's really wet on wet. What we'll do is we'll let that dry a little bit. And I want to get this, got that thing, whatever that was, the lint ball. And then let's get some more of this. See, I think this is an example of too much water. So we're gonna let that dry. That had a little bit of alizarin crimson in it. And the same of these. So, yeah, we'll put those in. Let's see. Cobalt turquoise. And a little bit of Payne's gray. Yeah, that's real shiny. So we're gonna let that dry a little bit so we can add so the wet on dry. Oh, okay, so we have wet on wet is alizarin crimson, and then wet on dry, a concentrated mix of alizarin crimson and burnt sienna. Oh, I love how these books are very, very detailed. So here's a little bit, a concentrated mix. So there's a I don't know if you could see. Concentrated mix of burnt sienna. And alizarin crimson. A little bit more burnt sienna. Okay. Still wet on wet. Let's just do a dot. Ooh, ooh. Nice. But we still want that to dry. And then I think I'll use something else to do dots. I think this would be better for dots. My little 4. And I would like to do some, again, some raw umber. Umber dots. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't you think bird eggs are just so cool? I love when I see them, and I see like a half egg on our walks, and I'm like, oh, I hope that the baby is up with mama now, mom and dad being fed. That would be so cool. There's some darks there too. So yeah, we want this to dry just a little bit more so we can do some more. Okay. So this is, I believe this is the jackdaw egg. This is the chaffinch egg. So let's see. Speaking of eggs and birds, there's, let me take a sip of my coffee first. Second cup of the day. There is a person who kayaks, I mean, I have water right here, kayaks pretty much every day in this area. And I got on his, he's got like he sends out a daily email of all the photos that he takes of all the birds, and the manatees and dolphins and everything that he sees during his kayaking. And in the last email that he sent out, he saw a juvenile bald eagle. And I was like, oh my God, so there's a juvenile bald eagle in my area. I'm just so excited. Now, I hear, because I have osprey, and I mean, actually, an osprey just flew by this morning when I was having my first cup of coffee with a fish in its talons. This is just my normal day. But I hear, and I know the sound of the hawks, because there's osprey, there's other hawks and stuff like that. And I know the sound of the hawks, and I know the sound of juvenile or baby hawks or ospreys, so I hear them. So I thought I was hearing a baby hawk. I'm wondering if it was, excuse me, my nose is, I'm wondering if it was the juvenile bald eagle, which would be really cool. Really cool. So that would be really cool. So let's see, let's go in here and get some little bit of water. And now let's do, oh, I hear the painters are painting the front of my building and I'm all taped up. So we can't really leave right now. Which is fine. I was kind of hoping I could take him for a walk, but I wanted to do this first. So this is nice. This is the chaffinch egg. Kind of nice. I like it. So the egg shape is a little weird. Let's see what's next. The house sparrow egg is a diluted mix of Payne's gray and burnt sienna. Okay, so let's get our mixes. And a little mix of Payne's gray. Let's not do a lot of water this time. And burnt sienna. Clean that off. And burnt sienna. Okay. Let's make sure we can get a nice egg shape this time. Another kind of grayish. I like the smaller egg. Oh, the sun's trying to come out. No, sun, I was promised thunderstorms. Go back. Go back. Then we'll pick up some water and pull this in. Clean my brush a little bit. Grab a little water. Oh yeah. Maybe too much water. So grab some pigment. And what we'll do is we can lift, just get some water and just lift. So we have like a shiny part. There we go. But the rest. Okay, and then the wet on dry is Payne's gray burnt sienna. Oh, 2 layers at different concentrations. It's kind of like the same as this. So let's just try some of this burnt sienna. See what it does. Ooh, I like that. That looks nice. I can hear them out there, but I hear the crows doing their honky thing. I told you my idea of crows and their honkiness. They're honking. When I used to be a snowbird, these crows I would sit out on the lanai, and these crows, you know what I want? I just want a little bit of I want like a nickel azo, some kind of a weird looking color. Yeah. But with raw umber, just a little something different. And the crows would just honk to each other, and you know what it reminded me of? Excuse me, when I was little, it reminded me of adults on the phone. And the crows would be like they're on a phone call. Ah, 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 ah. I'm weird. I know. So this is a house sparrow egg. And oops, that was big. That was a little big. Little big spots though, but they do have spots, big spots. House sparrow egg. It's kind of neat, huh? Now the pheasant egg is just, we're just using the same colors over and over and over again. The pheasant egg is a mix of cobalt turquoise, Payne's gray, and burnt sienna, but it has no spots. Okay, so we've already got the burnt sienna here. Let's just do a little bit of Payne's gray, cobalt turquoise, and some water. All right. And there's no spots. This is the pheasant egg. And you birders out there, if you know, you know. I don't know. I'm a birder. I watch birds every day of my life. I do know some facts about birds, but I don't know if I could call myself a birder. Maybe that's one of the things I'm going to have to look up. All right, I'm going to put lots of this on here because I want, and then we'll slowly pull that color in. This is one of my favorite things to do, especially like with leaves also, is pull that color in, and not using a lot of water either. Just a wet brush. I just love this part, the smushy smush. Clean that off a little bit, just a touch of water, just a touch. And we want a shiny part right there. Just a touch of color. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. But I still want to put more color on the ends here. I don't want a halo effect. I want it to just kind of melt into each other. Oh yeah. Because here, I'm going to clean my brush, oops, and just lift a shiny spot. Yep. And then a little more Payne's gray, just on the edge here. Just a little on the edges, just a little bit. Yep. Oops. That's it. That is the pheasant egg. And of course, when these dry, they even look so much better. Oh my goodness, look at that. Ooh. That was bothering me, and then I messed it up. But that's okay. That's okay. So that is the pheasant egg. What is next? The robin egg. I thought a robin's egg was blue. Are you sure? Did we get these eggs mixed up? Because there's a starling egg and a robin egg. I thought robin's eggs were blue. Weren't they? I'm just going to go by what the colors are in here. But I'm going to have to Google that. I'm going to have to Google that. Start some more colors here. All right. So what they're saying is a diluted mix of yellow ochre. And where's my yellow ochre? Permanent rose, which I have all these colors. I think she's a Daniel Smith girl. Queen rose and raw umber. Okay. Maybe a little bit more yellow ochre. I am making a mess here if you can see it. I think I'm doing too much water, but let's go. So this robin eggs. Oops, that was my glasses hitting the lamp. All right. Oh, the plumbers are also here if you hear noise. Working on the apartments on the first floor. All right, clean that up. Just get some water and let's pull that in. A sleeve. All right, and while it's still wet, mix of burnt sienna and raw umber. Raw umber, burnt sienna, and these are teeny tiny. Let's just do a few. Large brush, a few with a larger brush, and then we will switch to the smaller brush. More speckle. I could have sworn robin's eggs were blue. It's like, don't they say robin's egg blue? But I'm gonna go with the book. That's okay. Now I believe I would like some more raw umber. A little darker. Concentrated. For a little contrast. Okay, that's nice. That is nice. I'm gonna just, I have to do this. I have to look up robin's eggs and starling's eggs. Just let me look up real quick. Where is my keyboard? I had to move it away so I won't get paint on it. Robin's eggs, images. They're blue. They're all blue. There's some tan speckle ones here. Okay. Now let me just do starling eggs. So they are blue. There was one picture of robin's eggs with this, but most of them were blue, but that's okay. So we're gonna do the starling egg is a mixture of cobalt turquoise and Prussian blue. Yes, let's clean this up. I'm loving these. I could go on. You know what, if we have a chance, if we have room, I'm gonna make room. I'm gonna do my own egg. So this one is cobalt turquoise and Prussian blue. Do I have cerulean, phthalo. Should we do shade? Let's do cerulean. I was gonna do phthalo, but let's do cerulean. Ooh, pretty. But we're gonna need some water because this is really light. Fine dots of Mars black. Okay, so I'm gonna make room for I want to do an egg, my own egg. I'll do it down here. Okay, clean that brush off, a little water. Let's pull this in. This will, I hear tapping. It's like, what is that? This place, I mean, this apartment complex is on the water, but Bogosiega Bay. So yes, it got flooded by Helene. I was on the first floor, got totally flooded, lost everything. Those videos are out there if you want to find them. It was scary. I got videos of the night of Helene, and we were just... Anyways, the reason why I'm saying that is because the whole first floor of this apartment complex were all flooded, and they are now rebuilding all of the first floor apartments. And it's been a long time. We've been waiting. I eventually got an apartment on the third floor. And it took a long time. The elevators are still not working because they have to wait for parts, and they had to wait for permits for the longest time. So I think they finally got permits because now they've been painting. They had finished the seawall. They built that. That was good. Then now they got the painters here, and the plumbers are here, and they're really starting to go whole hog. So we always have to move our cars for this or for that and things like that. For the cement trucks that were coming in. It's just been really interesting to watch this rebuild, and I just think it's so cool, and I'm just so happy to be here, and I'm happy that I have what I have. That I have my dog, I have my car. Mars black. I have lunar black, so let's do lunar black. My dog, my car, and I had a few things I had saved from my apartment. And these are just little dots. The few things that I was able to save, and I'm very happy with what I have. I don't let it bother me. I don't dwell. I'm lucky. God has been good to me. But just now, it just seems like all the permits probably finally went through, and they're just rebuilding now, and it's just so cool. But that's why there's so many, and that's why I don't let it bother me that it's noisy. There's tons of people here all the time, workmen. Hello. This is why I have to wear makeup every day. Well, not really, but I have to look presentable. I'm not looking. But I always said that good-looking military man ends up at my doorstep. I might let him in. We'll see. We'll see. Fine dots of Mars. Okay, so I just want to do a little one of my own. And what I like, I want to do my own little egg of the colors that I like. Let's do Paraline green. Oh yeah. Little Paraline green. This is my own little egg. It'll be my own little dinosaur egg. We'll put it on its side. My colors that I like. And that's what you should do too. Do your own eggs with your own colors that you love. This is my little dinosaur egg because it's green. Why do I sound like I'm getting a cold? Doesn't it? Let's see. And let's pull it. That was too much water, Sin. That's too much water. All right. There we go. And then I like Quinn Gold. Little Quinn Gold. Oh, I'm going to use my stick. Quinn Gold stick. See that? Love this. Just more water maybe? I don't know. Oh yeah. Little Quinn Gold. And then let's do some Quinn Burnt Orange. It's this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I like my wet on wets. Yeah. Over here. Yep, I like that. I'll just throw some water in there. Yep. Oh yeah. That's my egg right there. Very cool. I didn't do this for all of them, but you know. So there we are. This is our practice of birds. So this is actually the whole lesson is called Birds, Nests, and Eggs. So what we did here was we just did the eggs, and then the next page is doing the bird's nest. So this, we're just going to end it here. I want you to go and, you know, if you want, practice doing some eggs. Do your own colors if you want. I love this. I love this. So we're just going to do, I'm going to do birds, eggs. And when I do the bird's nest, which is the next page, I will film that one also because it looks really cool. And maybe I'll put that for next week's video. How's that? You want to do that? You want to do the nest? So today is 3. Where's the calendar? Today is the 5th. So you're going to see the dates. So even though this is the 5th of March, I'm not going to post this video until next week. So then you probably won't see the bird's nest video until the week of like March 18th or 19th. What I'm doing is I'm videoing, but I'm not posting them that day or the next day. Because like I said, I'm doing less videos, but when I see something that I like or that I want to video, I video it and then I put it in a vault. I'm starting to put them in vaults. So then I can have days of just doing tutorials. You know, like 3 or 4 days in a row of just doing tutorials and not having to worry about doing a video. But then every time I do something, it's like, oh, I really should video this. So I do. But then I put it in a vault and I put it in the future. So the dates are going to be wonky now. But at least you're still getting videos from me, right? Because I love you guys. I love being with you. I love doing art with you. And I hope, I haven't tried it yet, but if you do your eggs and stuff like that, please post a picture in the posts. See if you can post a picture in the posts. I can't really, I don't know if I could test that out myself, because I can post pictures in there. But see if you can post a picture in there, or a picture of your dog. I'd love to see a picture of your dog or your cat, or you. Because I want that to be our community. So I hope that you can post there. I know eventually you will be able to, but let's test it out, shall we? Anyways, thank you for being here. Thank you for doing the egg series, birds, nests, and eggs. I'm going to show you real fast. A Year of Watercolor, a seasonal guide to botanical watercolor painting by Harriet D. Winton. I believe she is phenomenal. So this is our new book, and these are our new lessons. I won't video all of them, but oh my God, look at them all. Ooh, this is going to be fun. This is going to be so much fun. Thank you for being here. I love you so much. Kisses, smooches, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.